Okay?
A principle.
I'm saying
how about
that
at a personal level? What principle do you use?
Non-initiation of force at a personal level.
Yeah.
But
So,
the thing is, we're dealing with governments.
Yeah.
So when you're dealing with governments,
you have a
gotta,
principle on your personal level, right? If they don't attack you and they're not about to attack you, you can't shoot
Let's
them.
give an example.
Right? You can't shoot them, right?
Unless now, I'll make an exception to that. Actually, okay.
Go ahead.
John Locke made an exception to that, and I think it's a right exception. If I judge that someone is going to attack me, I got to make a judgment call. But I'm not going to wait. No, I'm not going to wait for myself to get mugged.
Oh, I didn't say that. I said if you are attacked or you're in imminent threat of being attacked, that's the rule in the criminal justice. Then you can, if he's pulling out the gun, and he said he was going to shoot you, and he's got the gun, he's pulling it out, then you can shoot him. But if he has a gun and he's a bad person, and you don't like him, you can't shoot him, right?
It depends. Wait a minute. I'm talking about governments now, okay? Let's talk about a government. Let's talk about Israel, okay?
But you do have a principle at a personal level, right?
I've got a principle.
And that is self-defense, right?
It's self-defense, correct.
And why isn't that not principle completely valid in an international
well, first of all,
field?
two things. Number one, it is the fundamental because I've already stated that the purpose of government is to protect life, liberty, and property. Therefore, if the United States is attacked or in imminent threat of being attacked, then that is certainly a casus belli.
Right.
Okay.
And that's self-defense. But
we got that.
But that's not what you said before. Before you said if you felt that they threaten national security.
Wait a minute. No, I didn't.
In general,
wait a minute.
you estimate that they're threatening.
Wait a minute. I didn't. I said there's one element, and that's this. Let us take the example.
Okay, so
wait a minute.
I got it.
Let's take the example of let's take Iran. Okay, that's an example. That's a current one. Now, Iran is a vile regime, and we all agree. Okay?
Right.
There are a lot of other regimes out there that are vile regimes.
Right.
Okay. Then you have to ask a question of if they're just vile and they're repressing their own people, is that a reason for us to step in? And I would say on a generally no, because if they're not threatening us, if there's no reason to think that, then no. Now, what happens if they have an ideology that basically sees the United States specifically as an enemy? Now, you have to make a judgment call there. The Soviet Union had that ideology, okay? And so, while I certainly wouldn't advocate going to war with the Soviet Union, I would certainly advocate what we did in terms of forming alliances to try to prevent the Soviet Union from expanding its power and so forth. And I thought NATO was legitimate. A lot of libertarians didn't. After
right, well, we didn't attack them. But here's the question. I want to get back to the principle. So far, it's clear that if the other country has attacked us or there's an imminent threat of attack, it's self-defense and it's legitimate to
and by the way,
attack them.
By the way, harboring the attackers like Afghanistan, it was a reason to attack Afghanistan.
Well, that's an interesting example, but other than being attacked or an imminent threat of attack, is there another reason that it's justified for the United States to attack militarily another country?
I would say not if we don't think that we're imminently in danger of them attacking us.
Okay, we got our principle.
But
we're home free.
Okay, but not necessarily.
We got our principle.
But that doesn't tell you. But the thing is, this I think simplifies foreign policy too much in this sense. Okay, there's something in between attacking another country and doing nothing.
Oh, I'm just talking about military attack, bombing them, invading them,
now,
military attack.
By the way,
alliance is a different issue.
Now, by the way, I would give an example that we just talked about is Afghanistan. But let me give you another example. Somali pirates have been known to hijack ships and so forth. Somalia is kind of a completely lawless area. One of the things that Barack Obama actually surprised me about is that when Somalia pirates seized a ship early in his administration, I thought he was going to make an example of them and go in and bomb out their camps. That would have been perfectly legitimate to say, these guys are threatening our ships. It's not necessarily the government. The government is kind of this chaotic mess. So we're just going to go and we're going to clean them out. We're going to bomb them out, and then we're not going to have a problem with Somalia pirates anymore. That would have been perfectly legitimate.
It's legitimate to attack criminals who have attacked us.
That's right.
We could have, in Afghanistan, we could have simply bombed Al-Qaeda camps and we didn't have to invade them or anything or take over. All we had to do is kill those.
No. First of all, that
would be self-defense. Kill those guys who attacked us, who were planning attacks on us.
The thing is,
and not even lose one American citizen.
No, this is incorrect.
Good deal.
The thing is, it's not possible. That's all a theory that. I mean, first of all, we didn't do a very good job in Afghanistan to begin with, but that's a tactical and a strategic issue. Okay, the point is, you had a government that was essentially protecting, aiding, and defending the.
They were living there, and they couldn't care less, and they didn't kick them out. They didn't kick them out. That's right. But why do we have to take over Afghanistan? Why don't we just kill the criminals?
Because we couldn't. This is the simplistic-minded libertarian view that somehow bomb them. Where are they?
We knew they were in the camps.
Well, I'm glad you had more strategic understanding.
Send in a special unit if that wasn't sufficient.
This is fantasy land.
Actually,
okay?
the other way they spread. No, they went to Pakistan.
I think we did a poor job in Afghanistan. But the point is that sounds very nice and it's simplistic and it basically doesn't understand the full context. Now, I've said that we've done a poor job in Afghanistan.
Okay, well,